Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. What's going on, good people? Let me go ahead and fix my screen really quickly. Hold on 1 second. All right, let's see if that works. All right. All right, there we go. What's going on, good people? Let me get our other cousins in over here real quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get started. All right, hope all is well with everybody also. We are live. What's going on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube? It is your girl, Dr. Tawana Worlds, coming by here again, okay, pounding down your doors, letting you know that we are in the best and the worst of times. And if you don't do something for yourself, then, you're not going to make it. Many people are not making it now, and we're just like right in the beginning of all of this. Okay. I know there's a lot of things happening simultaneously for a lot of people, not just for one group of people, individuals here and there, for many people around the world, not even just here in America. It's hard times for people, okay? And it is, getting a lot darker for the American people. And I just want to come by and shed some light, okay? Because all hope is not lost. All hope is not lost, and there is always a way of escape. Always, and will always be. So with that being said, I'm going to get into it, but after I ask you all to kindly share, help me beat the algorithm, also help me reach the people I'm intended to reach. It is absolutely free 99 for you to share, and it does not cost you any time. Okay. This is probably one of the things that we can actually do for free in 2026 in America. So if you don't mind sharing, I'm not a hypocrite. I've shared to over 20 different destinations. So if you would kindly share, like I said, helps me beat the algorithm, helps other people be able to find this video, because what I share may not be for you, and that's cool. But share my stuff like you share the politician stuff, like you share the celebrity stuff, the people that you don't know, okay? You don't know me in the flesh, but you know me. If you've been riding around with me for a long time, for a little bit, you know me, okay? And if you are here for the first time, welcome. And if you're a returning cousin, kinfolk, welcome back. Now let's roll. Okay. Let me see which receipt I'm going to pull up here first. Let's see. Okay, I think this is, I'm going to get that queued up. I'm going to first say this before I show you the video so you know where we're going and what is happening. Okay, in case anybody don't know what's happening, I'm going to just say this. I'm going to explain a little bit about what's going on with the Strait of Hormuz, how this actually can either potentially hurt us or help us, depending on which option you choose, which side of the fence you choose to be on. But a lot of companies are no longer accepting cash, and that is for a reason. Okay, I'm not going to go through every Google article, every headline. You can do that yourself. President Trump himself said that this current financial system that you and I have known all of our lives is outdated and will soon be replaced with a state of the art cryptocurrency framework under this new structure bill. The entire financial system could go on chain, powered by crypto type currency. And I mean, it's already happening. The blockchain is the highway for cryptocurrency and stable coins. I've mentioned it a lot here on my platform about tokenization and fractionizing, what that means for you. I have brought awareness and education with receipts to my community. Okay. Some people might think this is a celebration. Some people are giddy about this, especially those who have, stakes and stuff into cryptocurrency and all of that stuff. It looks good. Everything they sell you always got to look beneficial or got to look good. So it looks good. However, while people are celebrating, they ought to be looking at China. And they ought to be looking at how the Chinese people bit that carrot and how they were lured into going along with something like what we're mentioning now, what Donald Trump is getting ready to say out of his mouth. It seems very convenient, and that's how they always try to paint this. But when you consider this whole financial shift, when you consider that now you go from, the dollar bill allows you to control your spend. It allows you to control what you buy, how much of it you buy, how much entertainment you consume, wherever you want to go. The dollar bill allows you to do that, and it allows you to do that without being tracked or traced. It allows you to do that without being tracked or traced. Hold on one second. Let me shut this door. My bad. Okay. So, when you put this central currency, or when you put this uh, highway, okay, this blockchain, and you create a whole nother financial system, the people that have been used to this way of living, you shock them. Okay. You totally shock them. They don't know which way to go, how to go. And that's what's happening with a lot of people, a lot of elderly people. They don't know what's going on. It's depressing because they don't know what's going on. They barely know how to use computers, keep up with all these gadgets. The young people, they can care less about knowing what's going on in the sense of AI, using it for everyday business, operations, government assistance. They know more so about it as the gaming side, having fun, entertainment, fighting, shooting each other on these video games. They know about it in that aspect. So you have, and then, those in the middle, they partially know it. They didn't play it around with it a little bit. See, it can make, cool creations, but they don't know how to create generational wealth or even revenue. Let's put generational wealth way off. Let's just say revenue. They don't know how to use it to make them revenue, to take back their time that they have been used to trading for money and start letting this machine, this, automation, this faster process begin to help them do things that, it would take them years and years and years to do, things that they have not done for years. It will help them be able to scale rapidly. So you have three types of people: the elderly people who don't know nothing about technology, the young people who know something about it, but it's more so entertainment, how to vlog, how to Twitch, how to stream, how to sit down all day and get paid, just to produce content, to rock out, to vibe. That's what they know how to do. And then the people in the middle, they've played around with it a little bit. They still think we can go to work. Things are regular smuggler. They are normal as usual. And that is not the case here. The system that we have been used to have been replaced. It has already been replaced, and I've brought y'all receipt after receipt. So I ain't gonna bring y'all a whole lot of receipts. I'm just telling you what is happening, okay? Why this whole Iran thing is a big thing. This is all about dominance. It's more than just oil, okay? America wants to stay the superpower. It has to, or its country will topple. If they become a second or third world country and they've been the dominant one for all of these years, 250 to be exact. And I'm not even going to say the full 250 because they were not always dominant. Um, this is a battle about that. This is connected to Venezuela. Why you think Trump is going after Venezuela and Cuba? This is all connected. China and Russia and Iran had investments over into Venezuelan oil. All that oil that was stolen from them, all that silver that was stolen from them. This is all about bankrupting the other country so we stay the superpower. They have already created the financial platform that they're going to use. Congress has already passed bills. Banks have already adopted it. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, I've showed you guys all of that. They are now accepting down payment and mortgage payments in crypto form. So the way that we know how to do business is disappearing rapidly. And we either gonna learn how to win or we gonna absolutely lose. There ain't no middle. If I'll just stay safe, I'll just stay comfortable, I'll just keep doing this. You're gonna do that till you can't, and then what? And then what? Let me show you. When considering CBD or digital currency, we also have to look at the dark side of it. That the basis of it is just surveillance and control. This is where we're going. We think that it's all about, putting money on a blockchain so that they can be able to know what monies is being spent, where you spending it at, all of that. They don't have that capability with the dollar bill. But with this digital currency, they will. And they don't just want to know where you're spending money. This ain't just about stopping money laundering. This is surely about surveillance and control. I've showed y'all the federal government now puts kill switches in all vehicles 2026 and up. All new vehicles will have kill switches. I've also showed you that the federal government has a surveillance system in all models starting in 2027 that they will surveil you if they feel like your eyes is blinking too fast or you shaking or something or telling a kid to stop and sit back. They cut off your vehicle. This is all about surveillance and control. Your ring cameras is now able to be, I'm not even gonna say hacked, because they have a legal way. If they don't have to have a warrant to access your ring bell footage. All of this stuff that they are doing is all about surveillance and control. We want to control where you go, how far you go, what you do, what you're spending. Are you actually, being positive towards Mother Earth and, helping with global warming and climate change? And if you're not, we're going to punish you. The entire financial system could go on this chain powered by cryptocurrency. Um, and it is already happening. This is why the federal chair just declared U.S. insolvent. They don't have enough money to pay their bills. I brought all of these things that I'm telling you right now. I presented them to you in the last few lives. So you know exactly what's going on. You have to know exactly what's going on. Okay? In China, once you are blacklisted by social credit system, the digital wallet, it's called WeChat, immediately bans you from spending your own digital currency, from entering into your apartment complex. And they have video. I didn't show y'all this from their news. If you are blacklisted for breaking their social credit scoring law, your credit score goes down. You are no longer able to get in and out of your apartment. I've showed you the videos of millions of Chinese sleeping on the street, young people. They don't care. You is not in participation or agreement with this digital mandatory. It's mandatory. It was mandatory that you have the new ID in the United States, or you cannot fly domestically. You cannot even fly in your own country if you don't have the new digital ID or the updated passport. That's mandatory. And so that's what this whole system is about. There's nothing cool about it. It's to put us in a digital prison. We can say goodbye to freedom. That's out the door. It's not many of us that actually want to stand up and say no. It's not many of us. So the remnant of us that are willing to say, well, at least if everybody ain't willing to stand up and say no, it's our tax dollars. We don't agree with this. We don't agree with these things that you're doing. Since we all collectively don't want to stand up and say that, and we want to be divided with no, this is our party, and we want to be divided with no, this is our party, and fighting each other, I'm just looking for the remnant who actually want to build as a small community to protect one another. They say more people are leaving this country more than ever. Hello, hello, hello. I'll say this. I have assets and resources outside of the United States, in Liberia to be exact. Okay. I used to be like that too. Like, okay, when the stuff hits the fan over here, I'm out of here. But this is what I realized. For one, it is cheaper to live outside of this country. That's hands down. For what we paying for rent over here, what we paying for mortgage over here, you can go buy you a big old 10-story compound and live like a king and a queen in Bali, in any country outside of the United States. It's unheard of. But one thing that I will say is that because I have traveled internationally, if I ever had to leave and go, 100%, I got investments across the seas, business that works for me anywhere. That's the importance of having you an online business. Okay, whether you show your face or not, the importance of having you a digital product you can sell everywhere is that you can sell it everywhere. You can be wherever you want to and still making money. Okay. I have a lot of colleagues, business mates that live in Africa and other different places that are billionaires over there. They wouldn't come back. You can't pay them to come back at all. One of my brothers, that we were in Grant Cardone's mastermind, learned this real estate. He bought real estate. I bought real estate. I'm like, okay, everything is smooth and good. Before you know it, he just popped up. Him and his wife popped up and like, yeah, we in Dominican Republic. I'm like, wow, yeah, we live here. We're never coming back to the United States. Bought them a bad house. So a lot of people are moving there, but what I've come to realize is that everything that is happening on a global scale. We can be trying to leave here to go over there, you know, but it's happening on a global scale. There are a lot of those countries that are suffering a lot worse than what we are here in America because America is a superpower. This is where a lot of their stuff come from or is approved to go into their countries. That's why they're trying to back everything now with gold because, you know, they've been so dependent on the United States. It's actually written in the Bible that great whore that made all nations drink would go down in 1 hour, and that the people, the merchants, would be looking from afar, crying and wailing because they have no more way to trade and make money. That's written in the Bible, okay? But wherever you go, whether here or there, it's going down everywhere. To be honest with you, it's going down everywhere. So I wanted to let y'all hear this. Let me finish reading this for y'all. In China, once you are blacklisted by social credit systems, the digital wallet WeChat immediately bans you from spending your own digital currency, from accessing your own residency, which means you can't buy food or even recharge your car. CBDC goes hand in hand with having a social credit system, the foundational infrastructure that is now built in America. For this, all those data centers that we have in being built, don't think it's for no reason. The real ID, don't think it's for no reason. The data centers that they are buying all this land to build, I presented it to y'all over here, how they were going into poor communities, underdeserved and underdeveloped communities, and choking these people out and running up the electricity bill, because what most people don't know is AI is powered by energy and water. It can't function without energy and water. So people's electricity bills were, I mean, NAACP had to get involved. I presented it all to you all, okay? But this is why these data centers and stuff, this is not, you know, for naught. This is why they just announced with the Department of Labor that they have a new initiative, and that is to make America AI ready. I showed y'all that as well. This is also why Mexico is no longer accepting cash at any toll booth or any gas station in 2026. This is also why Mexico is saying that every Mexican, okay, has to be mandatorily have in their digital database and have their biometrics and their iris scanned in order to receive public services, in order to receive any type of employment benefits, anything. You have to have this whole biometric, you know, scan your fingerprints, scan your iris. You have to have that, you know, in place. So if you go to this restaurant, you got to scan. Okay, you are allowed entry. You go to the next place to go into Walmart, you got to scan again. It's crazy, right? So don't think that everything that is being done or happening is just happening for no reason. It's happening for a bigger reason than what you know. And sometimes I'm not telling anybody, okay, and I don't want any of these platforms to get anything misconstrued. I'll say this way. I don't just watch American news, okay? I don't just believe everything America say. I listen to what other people are saying. I'm watching what other people are doing. That way I can come to my own conclusion. And they over there telling some stories that the American people ought to know. And no, this ain't no how would I say this? They're uncovering some things, okay? They like, yeah, tell the people what happened with Charlie Kirk. They like, yeah, tell the people what happened with Melania and Epstein. Let's tell the real reason. Okay, so I watch all over. I watch stuff that's going on over in Russia. I want to know what they thinking. I watch stuff that's going on over in China. I want to know what they thinking. Pakistan, Saudi Arabia. I look at world news. Okay, and you should too. Just my own opinion, suggestion. Okay, so that you come to a well-rounded. You know exactly what's going on. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, The common carrots that this government has used is the promise of protection, security, and convenience. Okay. But remember how last year Trump signed in a digital pathway to have all medical information on one system with the help of Palantir. Everything they are doing, everything they are doing it to gain total control, zero privacy, every dollar you spend, everywhere you go, everything that you buy, everywhere that you search online, they just want to know exactly what it is. And practically that's what it's coming down to. We want to be able to track and trace all citizens worldwide, because I say it again, this is not just an American thing. This is happening even in Africa. It's happening everywhere. I'm going to pull up that video real quick. Hold on one second. I'm getting up to it right now. Yep, here we go. Let me see if it's going to play here. Now, all right, let me share my screen. All right. Here's Mr. Trump himself saying it out of his mouth what they doing with this financial system.
Americans are unaware that behind the scenes, the technical backbone of the financial system is decades out of date, many, many years out of date. You know that Paul and others are straightening it out, but payments and money transfers are costly and take days or even weeks to clear. Under this bill, the entire ancient system will be eligible for a 21st century upgrade using the state-of-the-art crypto technology. Who would have thought we would have been saying that 2 years after many Americans?
Let me let y'all hear that one more time. So you don't think, oh, Dr. Tawana over there off her rocker. Dr. Tawana over there with some conspiracy theory. No, they telling you they self. And if you don't know nothing about this new system, what you gonna do?
Americans are unaware that behind the scenes, the technical backbone of the financial system is decades out of date, many, many years out of date. You know that Paul and others are straightening it out, but payments and money transfers are costly and take days or even weeks to clear. Under this bill, the entire ancient system will be eligible for a 21st century upgrade using the state-of-the-art crypto technology. Who would have thought we would have been saying that 2 years after?
Yeah, nobody, basically. Because you said that there will be no crypto. He said we would not have no centralized banking digital currency. Bro said that out of his own mouth. So that's why he's saying who would have known? Yeah, nobody, because you campaigned that it would definitely be different and that you wouldn't be going to go approve of such surveillance, because that's what it comes with. The violation of people's privacy. It is not just about money changing. but it's the violation of people's privacy and their rights. You have access to our vehicles, you have access to us, our voice, our persona through our phones, our laptops, our smart TVs, every device. When we go out on the street, there's cameras and wiring everywhere so that you are tracking us. When we drive down the highway, when we enter stores and restaurants, we are being surveilled. So, I mean, like what? You got enough data. You think these data centers are just data centers? What is the data on? Us. The data is on us. Our shopping patterns are, I mean, it's lunacy. But I just wanted to tell my cousins this. I'm gonna share this. I'm not gonna share a whole bunch of that. I wanted to I'll come I'll come back with some of this other stuff because I want to show y'all something else. And I got a lot of receipts to show y'all about how the bank is planning on freezing people's banks accounts, man. It's dark. And only thing that I could tell you honestly is that you sure better. Okay. And I'm not like better. If you do or you don't. But here's a strong urge. It would do you good to just protect yourself. People who protect themselves, I mean, what power can you exert over me if I don't need nothing you got? If I don't need nothing you selling, then you have no power over me. If I'm not prepared and I need something you selling, then I gotta bow. I gotta give in. I gotta compromise. And that's just the only biggest, burden to my heart is that you don't have to. You do not have to bow. These people are mere men, just like you. Same power they execute, you can hold that same power if you just get up and learn how to do what they have done. They are no different than us. And that is what I have come to realize. We have been tricked and deceived to thinking that this class, they elite, they this, they run the world. No, they run the people who let them run them. And what's her name? Hold on, I'm going to tell you her name. I always can't remember her name, but I know her story. Okay, hold on. Madam C.J. Walker. I promise, Lord, help me remember our ancestor's name, Madam C.J. Walker. I love everything about her story. Never met her in life, but I love everything about her story. I love everything about Harriet Tubman story. I love everything about those women. Madam C.J. Walker comes straight out of slavery into rulership. Sis went and bought her over 300, 400 acres in New York next to the Rockefellers. Excuse me, if you can do it, I can too. With the right tools and the right information. And she secured legacy that her family is still reaping from way after her death. She been dead almost 100 years if it ain't been 100. She comes straight off the plantation into straight rulership. Salute to my ancestors that did, Black Wall Street. Come straight off the plantation in crisis. They built safe havens and they built legacy for their lineage. Shout out to them. Shout out to Harriet Tubman. Say, hell no, y'all ain't finna be whipping us and mistreating us. And for those who don't want to be here under the control, let's go. Shout out to them. What I want y'all to look at on this screen that I am showing you right here, right now. And I want to ask you a question while I'm showing it to you. If you go to work and you got to trade your time and your muscle for minimum wage. Some people might get 2,000 every 2 weeks, 1,600 every 2 weeks. That's after taxes. But you mean to tell me people with no coding experience, barely fresh off the paint using AI, are making up to $775,000? I literally showed y'all how to code a whole app with a prompt. And you could be making $775,000 if I just put 10 of my cousins on that. And they all making $775,000. Do y'all think we can build our own city? Do y'all think we can build and start our own resources? Absolutely, we can. This is not Rosewood. And this is not Black Wall Street, not this generation. We can police our own selves, protect our own selves. We can govern our own selves. We can. With the right tools and the right knowledge and the right tribe. So my question to you is, why would you ever go trade your time and your muscle for minimum wage when you can literally use that same time, if not lesser? And I promise you, you can use lesser time, okay, to make money. They say this job is in demand. They are looking for people. No coding experience required, and they willing to pay you 775,000. That is over $500,000. And have not I been telling y'all $1,000,000 is not hard to get at all? Have I not been telling y'all? If they willing to pay you that a year, that ain't no a one-time thing. No, that's a year. That is a year. I'm about to show you what no code is. I'm about to show you, build it out right for you in your face. I think, let me see what I'm doing on time. Okay, this ain't gonna take no more than 5 minutes. I'm finna show you what you can be making $775,000 to do. That's why I title it's expensive to be poor. It costs way too much to be poor. You're gonna pay more for everything. Okay, everything gonna be inflated, and you ain't gonna have enough. It is too expensive to use your time and your muscle to try to make money. Okay. Now let me make sure everybody is looking, paying attention. I don't even gotta type. Hey cousin, I would like to build a app where I could get qualifying leads for those who at least have a 620 plus credit score, to get qualifying leads to see if I can go ahead and get them funded. Since I charge 10% for helping people get funded, I want to create an app where people can just kind of go to, put in their information without me having any access to their information, and just get them pre-qualified that way. Can you go ahead and give me the prompt that I need? I am going to use Bolt to be able to create this app. Can you give me the prompt, please? And in my style, you know exactly how I like it. I want it to look good. I want it to feel good. Any buttons that I might need, I want you to include that. But I want you to give me the whole prompt that I can just copy and paste right over there. Now I'm just going to hit send now that it's done transcribing. And I'm finna show you what they finna pay people $775,000 per year for. Because you can't make this up. I'm pulling this together so it fits both cleanly and still sounds like you. I'm also making sure the flow protects privacy, pre-qualifies leads, and positions you to collect only the right people. Okay, get me all the way together. All right. So now I got all my stuff right here. Build me a luxury, high converting, mobile friendly. I just go ahead and copy it right here. Once it's done, it's not done yet. So that's why it's not letting me copy. It's still writing. Look how it's doing that. Estimated monthly income drop down under. It's going to give me a drop down a whole 9 yards. No coding. Okay. Come on now. Hurry up and finish writing it out. It's telling it about the privacy requirements. Don't store sensitive data. Don't request full date of birth. Don't request full social security number. Here's a legal disclaimer section. It's finna build me a whole app and y'all finna see it in real time as soon as it finished transcribing. Okay, so now we're done. We're gonna go ahead and copy this first one. Right here. I'm gonna stop sharing and we're gonna go to the other page. Now y'all can't say I ain't never gave you nothing for free because this for the free 99. Now come right here. Let's build. What will you be building today? I'm gonna go ahead and close that out because I don't need that. Might be too long. I don't want to paste it. Click to view full content. Okay. This is what I want. Okay. So right here you see it says it's thinking. Okay. It's taking all of this and it's thinking right now. Once it's done collecting everything, you see it says your preview will appear here. So we just gonna wait on it. Might take a minute, might take 2 minutes, but literally it's a 2-step process. Get a prompt, okay? Now see, this is what it's doing over here. It's setting up configuration, and then it's going to create the types and scoring utility, build the layout component. It's going to go through all of this over here, right? I will just talk through this while they are doing that. But this is what they're willing to pay $775,000 per year for. Why wouldn't you come and learn this? That's my question to you. Why wouldn't you invest whatever it took for you to learn a new skill so that you could be before the game and not behind the game? If they are willing to pay $775,000 right now, they are in full demand and they are needing these people like never before. Soon as they get these people, what you think the pay gonna go down to? It ain't gonna be that. I can show you others that are making more than Kobe Bryant and LeBron James put together to be an AI consultant, a prompt engineer. You know what a prompt engineer is? What I just went over there to ChatGPT and did. I prompted my chatbot to give me exactly what I'm asking for right here. Okay. Now I could have went in with a real detailed prompt. I wanted floral colors. I wanted this. I wanted that. That's called prompt engineering. You're making it very detailed. So it gives you exactly exactly what it is you need. So I can say, hey, ChatGPT, go ahead and create me some images. And I want images of a Hispanic Latina woman standing in the sunset on the Florida beach. That's very basic. A prompt engineer would be somebody who say, create me. Let me tell you exactly what an amazing prompt would say. Prompt engineer. I would say, create me a photorealistic image in a dramatic cinematic style depicting a man in a black suit and white shirt standing in a full body foreground facing the viewer. He has a serious expression. Behind him, a significantly larger, desaturated close up image of that same man's face. The logo is going to be this, and put text in the lower right hand corner. The composition uses a strong central focus on the foreground man. I want it in 8K. I want it in high definition. I want this type of camera used with this type of MMLs on it, or whatever MLLs on it. I want you to take it from an upshot angle and then maybe pan in, pan out. That is called prompt engineering. Okay. Hello, Dr. T. LinkedIn number 1 and 2 jobs right now are prompt engineer and AI consultant. 100%. 100%. And this is the type of money that my people is absolutely missing out on. Okay. While it's still doing this thing over here, I got to kind of keep the screen open. I'm going to see if I can switch tabs, because then I can get into my presentation. It's still doing its thing. Hopefully it does not stop. Some of these apps require that you stay on the screen while they're doing the dang on thing, but I'm going to go ahead and click off of that one. And I am going to come over here and start this presentation, because I'm not going to hold y'all here long, and I'm not going to be here long. Okay. All right, let's go. This is not going to take long. We're just going to cover a couple of things. Okay. The wealth window is closing, and you either gonna move now or miss it. You're gonna either win or you're gonna lose. You can win now, right now, even though all of this stuff is chaotic, or you can lose later. But the choice is yours. Here are 6 income systems to beat inflation. I spoke on the last live. If you are introvert and all you needed to do was collect emails, do you know how much money people are making just from email marketing? Email marketing. I create a digital product. I give it away for free. I don't care. AI generated it for me. So why would I care? Excuse me. I didn't have to do no illustrations, no designs. I didn't have to spend no money on no book editor. I didn't have to do any of that. ChatGPT created everything for me. Matter of fact, I bought Dr. T's 7,500 done for you digital products, and I just found 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 of those in there to give away for free. Now, in exchange for my free product that you probably need, prayer journal, a pregnancy tracker, I can just go to all the pregnancy groups on Facebook and say, hey, I got a free tracker for those that are new moms or are pregnant moms getting ready to have a baby. It's absolutely free. Download it here. When they go to my link to download it, they got to give me their name and they got to give me their email. They don't got to know my face. I don't got to know their face. Give me your name. Give me your email. Free. Love y'all. Okay. Then, say for instance, I get 5,000 emails just for giving 5,000 pregnancy trackers out, or pregnancy journals, or hey, you know what? Here's a baby, the first year, first milestones for the baby. Whatever it is I want to give out, I can give out. I got 7,500 of them. I can sell some, I can give them some for free. Okay. I now got 5,000 emails. So Monday through Friday, all I do is send out 1,000 emails. Out of that 1,000, anywhere from 70 to 100 is going to say yes to my offer. That's hands down guaranteed. 10 to 30% is going to convert. Hands down guaranteed. That's why they like to get a lot of people on their lives and a lot of people because they already know the conversion metrics. I sent out 1,000 emails. About 50 to 70 say yes to my offer. I'm selling something for $97. Hey, thank you for downloading my free guide. Did you know I also have the baby quilt, a customized baby quilt template that you can use on Canva to put all milestones of your baby in the first year. I also have an ultrasound book. I also have like a postpartum book, how to read up on that, and a community, and you can get the whole bundle for $97. Now, 70 people say yes to my $97 offer out of 1,000. I don't got to have 1,000 and say yeah. All I need is about 70. Okay. So for that day, I would have made 70 times 97. I would have made $6,790 off an email list. We gonna put up the other 930 that said no for the following week because we're going to run another email sequence on them next week. Now, Tuesday, I'm going to send out another 1,000. I got 5,000 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 1,000 emails each. On Monday, I made 6,790 because 70 of that 1,000 said yes to my $97 product. I'm going to send another 1,000 out. I'm going to get another 6,790. I'm going to send another 1,000 out on Wednesday, and I'm going to reduplicate that. $6,790 times 5 is $33,950 in 1 week. Okay, so all the other ones who said no, might have not been good for them that time, might not have been pay period for them that time. I'm going to hit them up the following week, okay, and just rinse, wash, and repeat. That is building your own ecosystem. You don't got to have no LLC and no brick and no mortar to build your own ecosystem. You are in charge of your own ecosystem. You need a system that's going to work for you when this American system falls down. And it's going down accelerated. Prices are climbing. Job security is eroding. The middle class is being squeezed from every direction. This is not a drill. This is the moment that separates those who adapt and thrive from those who wait and fall behind. The strategies inside this presentation are not theory. They are battle-tested, real-world income systems available to anyone bold enough to act. Okay? Let me check on my app real quick. Hold on, because I want y'all to see if it's doing it. Oh, boom, just like that. Hold up. Okay? Hold up. Y'all know what I asked for? I asked for an app that will give me qualifying leads so that I can make my 10% to help people go get funded because I know where to go get people $1 million in funding. So let's see what they did with this app. Ooh, got my colors. This is my brand colors. Okay. See if you pre-qualify for funding. Quick, secure, soft pre-qualification for business and personal funding. No Social Security required, no hard pull, no sensitive data stored. Check to see if you qualify. Here's how it works. Okay. I could actually go in there and say, hey, I want to make sure they pre-qualify. They can't have no negative accounts. They can't have more than 2 hard inquiries. Their debt to income ratio needs to be under 10%. If they meet these qualifications, I can get them $1 million in funding. But just off of what I asked it, let's check it out. Okay. They come over here, they put in their information. It'll tell them if they pre-qualify and tell me to. Hey, ding, 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 you got a winner. Hey, this one's qualified, ready to go. I go get them $1 million. I charge 10% to get them funded. That's $100,000 bag for me. I go get them 250,000. I charge 10%. That's a $25,000 bag for me. And if you don't think I can get people that much money, let's go through the app first. I got receipts, 2-day-old receipt. Okay, how it works: answer a few quick questions, get instant results. Choose your next step. Start my pre-qualification. Real people, real results. Okay, they didn't put some results on there. Stop guessing. See where you stand. Okay. Do this affect my credit? You can drop this down. No, this is a soft listen. What I just showed you will pay you $10,000. 5,000 if you scared to charge 10. What I just taught you, $10,000. Hey, let me build you out an app. You a fitness coach? Boom, I got a fitness app for you. Oh, you a consultant? Boom, I got an app for you. Oh, you like to do physical therapy or whatever? You teach children with autism? Boom, let me get an app for you. Oh, you an author? Boom, let me get an app for you. Oh my, I get really excited. Don't pay me no mind. Don't pay me no mind. Let me get back to my presentation. Oh my gosh, am I gonna have enough time? I'm really trying, because this just get me riled up, because this is like, I don't know, it's like the heavens didn't open up for us, and I want you to have it so bad. I want you to taste this so bad. I really do. I really do. Okay. It says I've used up all my tokens, switched to Pro for 33% more usage. No, I would rather not. Let's see if you're gonna give me something. Okay. They gave me another prompt and told me to refine this app. Okay, so I'm gonna let them do their thing. If they do their thing for me. Oh, you don't want to give me nothing? They want me to pay them $25 a month. I'm not gonna do it on this account. Okay, we're just gonna leave that right there. I have my own personal account that I use for my clients to actually do what I'm teaching you. Okay, it's a dummy account where I'm showing you. I thought I had some more credits, but every day I get credit. So tomorrow I can come back on this free account and finish the process. So I'm gonna just leave that right there. Okay, and then after that I got another upgrade so that we make this thing all lavish or whatever. Look, it's ready for mobile, it's ready for a computer, and once I'm done, all I got to do is hit publish right here. Okay, now let me stop sharing there. What y'all think about that app? Let me know in the chat what y'all think about that. Could y'all do that? Did that seem challenging, hard? Could you get paid $10,000 to do that? That didn't even take me 5 minutes, yo. That didn't even take me 5 minutes. Okay. I wanted to show y'all this receipt right here. Because if you don't think I can go get you $1 million, hold on, here we go. Let me make sure this information is not exposed. Okay, boom. I sent him a play. Told him, hey, look, go ask for some funding up over here. Okay. I'm not gonna blow that letter up, so you ain't all up in this person's business. But I told him, hey, it's a lot of money out here. I want you to go run this play. They will give you anything. They will give you anything. As long as you dress the right way, they'll give you anything. His response, as you can see up here, okay, his response, you are very true. I was matched with 2 lenders. One offered up to $350,000. Do you know that's a $35,000 payout for me? Percentage, 10%. And the other lender up to $7 billion. Don't even play. No, we're not working. This is a new era. All that other stuff that we used to do and all that stuff our mom and them told us to do and this country told us to do, go to school and work till you die, that is a lie. That is over with. That is done. Okay? That is done. We're not doing that. And if you devils is out here raking it up and stealing the wealth, you know what I'm saying, hijacking the wealth transfer, I'm just over here telling a couple of my people, you feel me? Listen, y'all better get y'all some. Everybody don't want this. When you try to help all your people, they start attacking you. I ain't got time. Everybody don't want this. Okay. So I come by for the ones who want it. Because I know how to show you how to get it. 1000%. Let's go through this and let's get off of this. Ain't gonna be here long. Let's go to the next one. Prices going up, jobs going down. We know all of that. Why are you still playing small? That's the question. The gap between where you are and where you need to be is widening every single month. Literally every single day. Every single day you got 325 chances. 3,250 chances to become a millionaire every day. It used to be 1,700. Now it is 3,250 out of 3,250 people every day you could become a millionaire. Inflation is not slowing down. It's actually going up even more. Corporate layoffs aren't stopping, and the strategies your parents used to build stability, get a job, work hard, save a little, are no longer sufficient in this economic climate. The rules have changed, and most people have not gotten the memo. The hard truth: wages have not kept pace with the true cost of living. Groceries, rent, utilities, gas, every essential has surged. If your income has stayed flat, you are effectively earning less every year. That is not a personal failure. That is a systemic reality, but it is your responsibility to respond. What does this mean for you? Every dollar you don't grow loses purchasing power every single day. Job titles and seniority no longer guarantee security. A single income stream is a single point of failure. Boom. The wealth gap widens fast during economic turbulence. Those who build alternative incomes now will weather every storm ahead, and that is facts. This system is shifting fast. This isn't a temporary dip. This is a fundamental restructuring of the economy, and the people who don't adapt will be left holding the bill. The data is unambiguous. The signals are everywhere, and the window to position yourself is narrowing by the day. 40% plus cost of living surge. Your cost of living surge have went up 40%. Consumer prices on essentials, groceries, rent, energy have risen dramatically over recent years, outpacing wage growth for most American households. 60% plus live paycheck to paycheck. The majority of Americans, including those earning six figures, are living without meaningful financial cushion, and they are one emergency away from a crisis. And there are millions who have been impacted by layoffs. Major corporations across tech, finance, media, and retail have cut tens of thousands of roles. Automation and AI are accelerating these cuts at an unprecedented pace. The old way is not working anymore. A 9-to-5 job with a single paycheck is no longer a financial strategy. It is a vulnerability. The moment to build a new income system is not tomorrow. It is right now. It is right now. If you don't build new income, you will feel every shift harder. Economic turbulence doesn't hit everyone equally. Those with diversified income streams alternate assets and systems working for them while they sleep. They absorb the shock. But those without, they feel every tremor, every interest rate hike, every round of layoffs, every price increase hits them directly and personally. The cost of waiting, every month you delay, every minute you delay, building alternative income is a month of lost compounding. Lost relationships, lost knowledge, lost momentum. Inflation is not waiting for you to feel ready. The economy is not pausing while you deliberate. The businesses and investors who are winning right now started before conditions were perfect, because perfect conditions never arrive. Inflation erodes your savings silently. Month after month, what you didn't save is being deplenished, okay? Just devoured. Competitors in your space are building and scaling right now. Skills and systems and markets reward early movers disproportionately. Inaction in itself is a decision, because you decided not to do nothing. And that is one with compounding consequences now and later. Let me go back and read that. Those who act now, and this is your alternative, who invest in your knowledge, build you a system or systems, and create income outside their primary job, don't just survive economic downturns, they often thrive during them. Recessions and disruptions create wealth for those positioned correctly. This ain't about paper chasing, this is about positioning. This is about preservation. This is about posture. The question isn't whether opportunities exist, they do. I just showed you a $775,000 opportunity. It absolutely does. The question is whether you'll be ready to capture it. That's what the real question is. There are 6 wealth paths, but one decision away. Inside this presentation, you will discover 6 proven income streams or income systems, each one capable of generating serious life-changing revenue. These are not passive daydreams. They are active, scalable business models with clear entry points and real results. And right now, you can access expert mentorship and done-for-you implementations at 2 price points on this live. Straight up. $497 mentorships. Let me tell y'all, let me stop this here so you don't think, oh, she just lost her mind. No, I have not. Not even a little bit. Okay. Here's my why, and I'm going to put it up on the screen. Why would you even offer a mentorship? Okay. For that price, especially when I never told y'all, if I offered you a discount, I'll let you get in some of my mentorships for $1,000. But here is my why. This is the reason why I'm doing this online only offer. Okay. Y'all know some do, some don't. 2 of my sons passed away in April. April the 9th and April the 18th. And this is the first year. It's been 7 years, going on 7 years, maybe even 8. I stopped counting, y'all. I'm not even going. I don't know. Okay. And I don't say that disrespectfully. I say that as a means that I have found to kind of protect myself from just dwelling on how long it has been, but it's been 6 or 7 years, I want to say. For one child, he died in 2018. It's 2026. So I guess that would be 8 years. It's coming up on 8 years in a couple of days. But this is the first time in the 8 years since he's been gone and the 3 years since my other son has been gone that I have actually wanted to do something in the community. Like take my feet and put it in the street. Get my boots on the ground and actually go in and help other people. Help younger people, okay? And this will just help me be able to do that. Instead of me this is really going to help me in my grieving process to be able to give back and help other young people because I genuinely, let me get this off the screen, y'all. I want to help other people save their children's and young people life. Okay. This is the only reason why I'm offering any of my mentorships at this price point, and only because in a couple of days we're going to have the deposit secured so that we can get on top of having the media and everybody else that's going to get involved come out and do this. We have to secure the location. So that's the only reason. Now I'm going to stop it there and go back to the presentation. So we have the mentorships that I'm going to offer you, direct access to expert guidance, live strategy sessions, accountability, and the exact playbooks used to build each income stream. You get the knowledge, the community, and the roadmap. And then I only have one done for you opportunity that's going to set you up real right. And it's only for 2 people. Okay. Your entire income generating community fully built out for you, loaded with customers and systems and digital products ready to monetize from day one. Okay. We don't build from scratch. You plug into a fully operational revenue machine. So I talked to you guys in the beginning about AI and how much money they out here paying. In this AI automations and systems, I don't let you get in here whenever I've offered a discount. It has just been $1,000. Why? Because my guarantee is that I'm going to show you how to make $10,000 every single month. multiple ways. You probably get sick of me showing you so many ways to make you money. And no, this ain't just ebooks. Okay. Websites, apps, I mean, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. AI agents. Okay. You want to create an AI agent, AI receptionist, rent those out so many different ways to make you $10,000. And I'm not just talking about people on the street ain't got $10,000. We ain't even targeting no people on the street at all. We're going after businesses. Okay, so you'll get that whole entire setup, how to create from scratch and go all the way to scale. Okay. Also, it comes with the ability to become AI certified. Once you become AI certified, you can charge the price point that I'm telling you. Once you become you can make $10,000 without being AI certified. But when it comes to maybe your local library saying, "Hey, can you teach the teenagers how to use ChatGPT, or could you teach the teenagers how to go create websites using prompts?" Then they will definitely pay you $15,000 for a 45-minute presentation as an AI consultant. Okay. There's a lot of things you can do from the background if you are not a people's person and you don't want to get up in front of people or children. There's a lot of ways that you can make money, like I just showed you. No coding, building out a whole entire app. Okay. So the AI automations and systems, we're going to build it one time, get paid for it from ever. Okay. I'm going to show you literally how to actually create it and then put it on automation so you don't even have to be involved. Okay. If I post, where is that group at that I went to the other day? Let's see. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to show you something when I'm talking about automation, when you automate it. Okay. All right, here we go. Hate to keep switching back and forth, but you can post something like this. AI creates it for you. Okay. I have a community and I say, "Hey, create the flyer." See right here where it says comment ready for access. Once they comment the word ready, then my automation picks it up. My automation automatically sends them a response and sends them a DM and sends them a link to sign up for my stuff without me even being present. Okay. Hey, you want to attend the training? Yeah, comment ready if you ready. I'm ready. Boom. Here go the link. I don't got to worry about, well, did they want to join my stuff? I don't care about all of that. You comment ready, you getting the link, and whoever's ready is going to go ahead and get signed up or whatever the case may be. Okay. But this is automation. The reason why you say comment the word is because there's an automation that's going to pick it up in the background, collect their name, their email address, whether they put it in or not. Okay. And then it's going to send them to your website, send them to your store. So you can market without ever showing your face. Okay. This is what we help you set up in the AI automation, and then what systems you use. Okay. How to have your ads done for you with AI, how to go set it up and forget it. Okay. Post this on this day. How to run all your ads, tell you where the traffic's coming from. If you ever wanted to run ads, post your content for you. You have ChatGPT created and say, "I want this posted on Thursday at 6 a.m. And then I want this one posted on Thursday at 12 p.m. And then I want this posted on Thursday at 5 p.m. And I want you to post every Thursday at those exact times, this content right here." And it'll just go ahead and schedule it for you. So AI automations and systems. I'm going to show you definitely how to make you $10,000 a month, guaranteed, or you get your money back. Okay. So it's a win-win situation. It's a win-win situation. I'm gonna make my money, or you gonna give my money back. Okay. And one thing's for sure, and two things for certain. I'm gonna show you how to get you $10,000. Okay. Also, mentorship, government contracting. There is a lot of money, lot of money, lot of money. Man. There is a lot of money in government contracting right now in the AI space. In the AI space, without even being a federal contractor, the workforces, your local workforces, your libraries, your universities, they got a lot of contracts. a lot of contract. They got a lot of contracts. You ain't even got to bid on them. Can you create a curriculum? I'm going to show you how to use AI to create your curriculum and sell it to the government for $150,000 per contract. Literally. I'm going to give y'all game on government contracting. You win $1 trillion contract for the next 5 years, you will be getting 88,823,823,000 every single month for the next 5 years. Okay. Non-CDL transportation. Listen, everything is inflating, right? But guess who got to deliver the stuff? Guess whose paycheck is inflating right along with the inflation? Transportation. You go get one truck. You go lease the truck. Don't buy the truck. Put a driver in the truck. Make $20,000 minimum a month. Pay your driver $4,500. Pay for your fleet $1,000. Okay, $1,000 to $3,000. Okay, your gas is gonna be about $1,000 to $2,000. You still sitting with $10,000. You ain't even did nothing. Go rent another truck and rinse, wash, and repeat. Now you at $20,000 a month. You never touch no freight. You never touch no fleet. You never get behind the wheel. Do you know how many people would sign up to drive your truck for $4,500 a month? What job is paying $5,000 a month? Real talk. Okay. Land banking. Oh my gosh, y'all just don't know. They not making land no more. If you didn't do nothing but buy you some land and hold it, you'd be a billionaire. Literally. You charge what you want to when you want to. But say, for instance, you wanted to lease it, you wanted to sell or finance, become your own bank, you wanted to borrow and show assets, you wanted to put a billboard on there, you wanted to build something on there, you want to go put an RV on there. Listen, this is your path. This is the number one way. Land tops gold. Everything that is built begins on land. Roadways, highways, ocean way, everything begins on land. This is the most valuable asset to have in the natural realm. Okay. Family of millionaires. If you want to learn how to go get you $250,000 in 30 days or less, okay, take that money, start investing into land and real estate. Take 20 of that, 20,000 of that, go get you a 5-plex. Now you got 5 tenants paying you $1,600 to $1,800 every single month. You only paying $900 back for the property. It's a DSCR loan property, okay? And now you got people living in there. You live tax free because you borrowed the money to go buy the asset, okay? There was no earned income involved in there. So now you're making passive income every month. You live in tax free because you play the game the right way. Books, bestseller, and stages when it comes to the government. Okay. Stories build authority. That's what people don't know. People listening to stories every day. The Tamar, whatever her name is, show, Tamron Hall show, the Maury Povich show, the Days of Our Lives, the soap operas, the Instagram gossip celebrity. Everything is a story. What didn't happen in the church? Everything is a story, and people are buying them. Okay, might as well tell you a story and get paid a lot of money. I showed you last night from one story, standing on one stage with one book. $50,000 per gig. If I stand on a virtual stage, $15,000, all because you wrote a book. Doesn't have to be a long encyclopedia, a big old biography. It could be a book. And then after we get that bad boy written, we're going to go ahead and get it bestseller. Because that's going to give you that authority that is needed to make your pay grade go all the way up. You charge what you want. Okay. So those are the 6 opportunities that I am going to go over. The mentorships, AI, automation and system. I pretty much gave you a rundown on what that was without having to go over the presentation slides. I told you about how it's scalable, the explosive industry growth. I showed you they literally trying to pay people $775,000. I talked about government contracting and why you should tap into government money, how much money they actually got to give us every single year. 700 billion. You might as well give you some. Post office got contracts. Boy, they got contracts coming out the union. Okay. Why now? Okay. Why now? There is billions in unclaimed contracts. And this is how you create generational wealth for a long time. You get two contracts and they both 38 million, 56 million. Oh man. That's so much money you don't even have enough of, you don't have enough lifetime to spend all of that. You can actually leave some for your lineage and help other people. Okay. Simply providing a service for the government or using the government as, using a business or somebody as an outside middleman. Let me explain to you. Government wants me to service some elevators. I know nothing about elevators. But because on my capability statement, I got maintenance and all of that stuff, I can still take that contract. Now I'm gonna go find me somebody who knows something about maintenance in elevators and making sure it's up to date every year. Okay, making sure the documentation it goes up and down and it does that every single year. I'm gonna do that. Okay. I'm gonna find somebody to do that. How much you gonna charge me to do this every year for the next 5 years? Well, give me say $100,000. I won the contract for 500,000. I paid them 100,000 and make sure they are servicing and meeting the deadlines and giving me the paperwork to say they did it. And then I got $400,000 for introducing them to them, called the middleman. Okay. Non-CDL, we talked about non-CDL, how you can actually start a non-transportation business without ever holding a CDL. When I come by here and talk to y'all about non-CDL, let me tell y'all a quick story. I begged my husband for almost 10 years to start his non-CDL transportation. I know what's involved in it. I know how it can literally liberate your family and liberate your finances. It's one of the best modules, honestly, to be able to really profit. I don't want my cousins working on 9 to 5 because I ain't too proud to say that I wouldn't go back to the 9 to 5. If God had a soul in a 9 to 5 and he wanted me to go minister to that soul, witness to that soul, pray for that soul, by all means necessary, I would go. I'm not too proud for that, but I don't see it in my future. And if I go, it would just be on some volunteer type stuff. Okay. It wouldn't be me going to go work for no paycheck. It would just be mission led and pretty much, hey, I'll donate my check to charity or the homeless organization. Because you can't ever put a price tag on my time no more. Mr. Sam, Mr. America, whoever y'all is, you can't ever put a price time. You was willing to pay me minimum wage. You're out of your mind. I digress, but I will go wherever the Lord sends me when he sends me there. But this is one of those paths that will get you pretty profitable really, really fast. I'm talking about if you needed cash by next week, you get paid before you even drop a load. It just, and I'm not talking about no little pay, $6,300 for a load. Okay, let me put up my driver's pay. Let me give them 800 out of that. I'm gonna spend about maybe 800 in gas. Okay, I'm still at 4,000 some change just on one load. Don't get that same load coming back or something similar. You get a 5,000. You just did 11,000 in like a day or two. Honestly, this is the fastest way. So we're gonna open up this mentorship to be able to show you how we did it and how we still doing it and how you can do it too. Okay. So I already talked about that one. Um, why now the results? I've already explained that it's scalable, it's recession proof, it's always going to be around. Land banking, I've also talked about that. Finding undervalued land, selling it for really high, flip or hold it for maximum results. Go buy homes from tax liens and auctions. land banking. Why now? The result that land supply is finite. Okay, value rises consistently over time, and this is a generational wealth vehicle. You can always leave this to your loved ones. Okay, family of millionaires, we're gonna go ahead and help you get $250,000 first, and then we're gonna give you multiple ways: so grant, CDFI, lenders, SBA, micro loans. We're gonna run it up on funding, stacking, on a personal and business credit side. So 250,000 for you first, and then when you do it, you know how to do it for others. Okay, so that's why it's a mentorship. That's why we go get your money first, so you know exactly what strategies we use, what place we went to. So now all you got to do is get qualifying leads. Like I just built me an app, and now I don't even have to deal with people. Hey, I help people legally rob the bank. If your credit score is a 620, then I can help you go ahead and get your money back from the bank. Use the bank's money to make you money. All you got to do is comment the word bank down below. They comment bank, now my app will be sent to them in the DM. That's automation. Okay. And now people's putting their information, getting pre-qualified. Those who are pre-qualified, it will notify me. Hey, let's have a phone call. Let's go ahead and go over this funding right here, right now. Okay, I'm going to plug you into another system. It's going to literally take me 3 or 4 minutes to see all of your pre-qualification, which one of my lenders, how many of my lenders, and how much they're going to give you. Okay, so I show you how to do that. Then I show you how to turn around and take that, what you learned, and turn it into a 7-figure business, a funding business. Why? Because money is always needed. I don't care if it's digital. I don't care if it's gold. I don't care if it's paper, fiat currency. People always need money. Okay, that's the best niche to be in. Hey, you need money? Yeah, me too, me too, me too. Go tell a friend, tell everybody, tell your mama, your grandma, tell everybody, tell the president, everybody need money, send them my way. I help people get money. Okay. Um, Most families lack financial education. This is why now we should be doing it. Credit impacts everything, and the funding landscape is underutilized. People ain't taking advantage of it. My people are suffering, and I just wish that God would send me the ones who are tired of suffering so I can help show them how to stop suffering. Okay? Stop the bleed, stop the bleed. We already talked about books, bestseller, and stages, how you can turn your stories into streams. What all comes with that? We're going to help you write your book in a weekend or a day, depends on you. We're going to go ahead and make it bestseller. We're going to get it launch event planned out so we can make it bestseller. We don't need people that we know for this. Okay, we got everything that you need. We don't need the people that you know for this at all. You don't even have to tell your own story. Make up a fictional story. Tell somebody else's story. Let ChatGPT write you a story. I don't care. Okay. This is how doors open for you, not just domestic, but international doors open for you. We get you bestseller, and we get you stages. We get you on podcasts. We get you on news channels, telling your story, going into events, telling your story, showing up on major stages to tell your story. Okay, whatever story that is. And the book strategy is you write it once, you get paid for it forever. When you leave that legacy to your loved ones. You write your book, build your authority, and then monetize the stage. $50,000 for you to come speak for 45 minutes. You can get used to that. And if you don't know how to speak, then I'm going to show you how to speak. Okay. I am a master storyteller. So that is what I'm going to show you. You get access to a course. We're the people that is looking for you to speak to them. Okay. How to even land on a TEDx talk. You get access. We do your launch party, your online launch party, book signing. We do all of that together. Okay. Here's the last thing that I offered, which is a done for you community. This is where you can literally make you $1 million a month, $500,000 a month, $50,000 a month. Building a community from scratch, finding members, creating systems, setting up platforms, establishing culture, and developing monetization is all done for you. Usually that takes months of hard work, failed experiments, and significant investment. The done for you community skips all of that. You receive a fully built, fully populated, fully systemized community that is already generating income from day one. Okay. Platform setup, branding, content systems, and member experience, all pre-built and ready. Let me stop the screen on here real quick because I just want to show y'all why. Okay. This just shows you why they so beneficial, why they so powerful. But this is what I'm going to land it here, right here on the end, on the offer. But I want to show you what I'm talking about when I tell you you can make money and actually show you. Okay, where is my tab at up here? Let me go over here. All right, all right. I'm gonna let y'all roll in about 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes. Oh, hold on, y'all. Okay. So we create your community in whatever niche. Oh, why did I share that one? Wrong one. Hold on. We create you a community in whatever niche, and we will market and get the people inside of the community. Okay. As you can see here, people that teach pickleball learn strategies to play better pickleball right away. Charges $49 a month to learn how to play pickleball. $49 a month times he has 1,300 members paying him $49 a month. Every single month, he's making $63,700 on teaching people how to become better at pickleball. Okay. She charges $9 a month and 1,000 members to teach people calligraphy. She makes $9,000 a month faithfully. Okay. She teaches dance. She charges $149 a month and she has 391 members. She does $58,259 every single month. Okay. This is for women with menopause. Okay. Regain their confidence back. I don't care what kind of community you want to start. She has 2,000 people in there and they are paying her $37 a month. She's doing $74,000 a month just helping women feel confident after they start peeing on themselves and start having to wear Pampers and going through hot flashes and mood swings. You can literally have a community for anything and everything, okay? If you don't believe me, am I logged in? I'm not. I was about to show you. Don't tell me, don't threaten me with no good time. I was about to show you all the communities I have, okay? Because I'm not just going to do this one time. I want to do this multiple ways. I have communities for grief. I have communities for credit. I have communities for government contracting. I have communities for AI. Doesn't matter. Okay? I got multiple communities, different strokes for different folks. So I will do a fully done for you community for 2 people. Okay. Fill it with the people for you already in there paying you a monthly income. I'm going to have enough people in there to pay you every single month your investment back. So $9.97 is the investment. When I turn it over to you, okay, within 30 days, you have $1,000 coming to you every month. So you're going to get your money back plus surplus. The more it continues to grow, because we're going to set it up so that it can grow. Okay. We're going to use other people to promote. And we're going to use marketing tools to go ahead and get people and drive traffic to your community. So now you go from $1,000 a month to $2,000 a month. That's only 20 people. All you really need is 20 people in there till you get to $2,000 a month. Then you get 10 more people for the next month. Now you had $3,000 a month. Okay. Any of the mentorships that I mentioned on this live only opportunity, you got to be present. You got to be ready to catch this with two hands. The government contracting mentorship, the AI automations and systems, where they paying people 775,000 to come and code. Okay, where you can go get $1 trillion contract. You can go get a 250,000 piece just to teach AI in government contracting or create some curriculum. You ain't even got to teach it. Create the curriculum that is going to help the young people learn about AI in K through 12 grade schools. That's what it is. They're paying real big dollars. Okay. So the government contracting, the non CDL, how to literally create you a business that you don't have to work. Create you a business you don't gotta drive. Create you a business you ain't gotta touch no freight. You ain't got to use your time to make no money. You have everybody doing it for you. Okay. You have automation set up and you're leveraging other people's time who don't mind. That mentorship. Okay. Family of millionaires. Come and learn the best business model in the world. Help people find money. Guess what? You'll never have a money problem. Come get you some money. 30 days. All those receipts I was showing you, hey, she got approved 25,000 after spending 10 minutes. Oh, they got approved for 25,000 after spending 10 minutes. Oh, they got approved for $50,000. All different places. All those receipts I showed y'all come from out of this family of millionaires community. I'm only taking 5 in this cohort too. Okay? Only taking 5. You're gonna know you're gonna be sick of me. I'm not gonna say sick. Let me take that back. Watch my words. You gonna be like overfull. Like, don't give us no more. Don't give us no more plays. They're gonna get funded. You're gonna be so full of funding plays. And the reason why you are full of funding plays is because we're going to help you get access to the system and the software to start your own funding company. Your life is gonna change for sure, for sure. So we have that. What other one did I? And I'll say AI and land bankers. If you want to learn how to become your own bank and take land, hold it, flip it, bank it, borrow against it, build on it, it doesn't matter. I'm showing people in this mentorship where to go get land at very, very, very affordable, like literally put $350 down on massive acres of land, and how you can actually build your own communities on that, how you can actually leverage that land, lease it out to conservation through government contracts. You can put a billboard on that bad boy, making every bit of $30,000 to $40,000 to advertise other people's business. There are so many ways to scale this land. You can actually do seller finances. Hey, give me 5,000 down and 500 every single month until it's paid off. You never have to see a bank use a credit. I am the bank. There's so many ways to scale, how buying certain land in certain areas, they'll pay for the whole project. You want to build 100 apartment complex stores? Cool. You bought land in this area, we'll fund the whole project. So giving you funding opportunities to build on the land, everything that you can possibly think of to become a land banker. So land banker, government contract, AI automations and systems, non-CDL transportation, and the family of millionaires. I will let y'all into that mentorship, like I said, only because it is our son's event coming up and we want to have it. And we need to put down the deposit to secure the location and start, getting people that are going to come because we're going to serve the community that day. It's going to cost us, but be free of charge to them. All of these individual mentorships, I will let you guys take advantage of a bona fide opportunity to get in them for $497. And I will only leave this opportunity available for the next 12 hours. I really don't care if you got to pray on it, sleep on it. That's just really an excuse to stay stagnant. Action takers are money makers, okay? But for those who take action and say, hey, I would love to be a part, I'm ready to go right now, I have a bonus for you, okay? I will build you out a free community on Facebook, Telegram, WhatsApp, a free community where you can gather with like-minded individuals that you control. So then, later on down the road, if you want to sell something to them, if you want to invite them somewhere, have them watch your YouTube channel, read your book, it doesn't matter. You'll have that community. So I will do a done for you free community, not on the school platform, but where you would have your own community that you could always go into and market, advertise, collaborate, connect with, meet up with, all that good stuff. So for those who take action, you will get a done for you free community. Okay. And for those who want a community built out for them and filled up with digital products, branding, the whole entire 9 yards, just hey, take it off my hands and you do it for me. It's $9.97. I'm only taking 2 people in on that opportunity, but I guarantee you within 30 days of setting up, you will have residual income coming in every single month, and there's nothing that you have to do. It's done for you, fully done for you. Okay. Let me go ahead and put the information on the screen if you are interested in any of those opportunities. Y'all already know over here on Instagram, cousin. Um, Lipstick looking crazy. Half off, half on. But if you are interested in hit the DM fam, okay? I normally don't check comments and all of that stuff. Um, Charges to my head, not to my heart. I just got a whole bunch of stuff that requires my attention. So it's not like I'm ignoring my cousins on purpose, but go ahead and DM me and I will make sure that I get the information over to you. If you're ready to get started, we can just go ahead and get it cracking. Okay. Any questions for me before I go? I'll give y'all like 2 minutes to ask a question. I know there's a little lag on the social media, but Instagram, like I said, I appreciate the rights to your time. I know everything is fighting for your time and attention. So I just want to say thank you for allowing me, um, the opportunity to be over here and speaking some educational facts, opportunities, all of that stuff that I have shared here on this stream. I appreciate y'all, and I will see you the next time. Love y'all. Okay, let me stop the share over here about 1 more minute to see if a comment gonna come through. If not, same thing for y'all. Okay. Love y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all stopping in, watching, hiding in the sidelines, peeping in the bushes. I appreciate y'all. More power to you, okay? In 30 seconds, I'm going to go ahead and end the live. Again, the information, the ticker that you see down at the bottom scrolling across the screen, right above that is all contact and payment information. If you want to take advantage of those opportunities, I will only leave that offer available for 12 hours and then I'll just take it all completely down and you will pay me full price if you want to ride with me. Okay. If you want to keep watching, that's fine too. I'm monetized on all my platforms, so I'll get paid for the views. It really doesn't matter. Either way it go, I'm going to go get my wealth, and I'm giving you an opportunity to come get it with me. That's one thing that I do know for sure, and 2 things that I do know for certain. I'm not bending these knees physically or in the spiritual realm to no demon, to no Baal, to no beast system, to no one world government. I'm just not going to do that. Okay. I'm going to be one of the ones standing tall through it all. Or you can go ahead. To be absent from the body is to be present with my Lord and Savior. So however you want to handle this, how you can handle it. I will not bow. And if I can take a couple people along with me, then all praises be to God. With that being said, love y'all, and I will see y'all on the next time.